Well, time to fight this asshole for the 50th time. You know what? I'm getting fed up with this game. With its paywalls, and it's not listening to its fans. And when it does, it doesn't do a great job. I can't do it. I can't do it! I can't do this anymore! I can't! There's no more... I can't... Made by Nintendo and Cryware. What are you? I know it's kind of odd to bring up Kingdom Hearts UX in a Nintendo-related video, even though it's not at all related, but Kingdom Hearts UX is a game that I play constantly, and so Dragalia Lost is a game that I wanted to use to kind of get away from it a little bit, you know? Like, I play it every day and stuff, I still do my dailies and get out, do what I need to do, but I saw this game and I was like, maybe I should check this out, see what I can get myself into here. So, if you've seen the title, you know what we're getting into. Dragalia Lost. Is it worth playing? Or should you not bother wasting your time with it? So, a little backstory, I saw Nintendo pushing this game quite a bit, actually, you know, with a lot of the story background and stuff like that they were posting on their channel, as well as other Instagram pages that were posting news and stuff about it as it was coming out. So, you know, that's when I really saw the game, and I was like, you know what, maybe this is worth checking out. And then another primary thing was the fact that it was developed by Cryware alongside Cygames. I know Cryware pretty well because of all their work on like past Dragon Ball Z games and stuff like that, so I knew Cryware growing up. I had to check this out, and it was published by Nintendo. There's no way. I had to at least give it a shot. So why don't we go ahead and talk about this game as it is currently? Well, I have to say, starting off, the art style is very, very clean. It boggles my mind how pretty this game looks to me. Just the aesthetic, like everything about this game's look, like I love the art style of it. It's very weird, I know. Like, it's super chibi, it's odd. I'm sure it's pretty generic to a lot of people, but as somebody who doesn't really get out and play that many apps, like I'm not one to download random RPGs and stuff like that, you know, and when I do, I don't touch them, you know, I see it, I think it's worth a download, and then I go back a week later, I'm like, why did I download this? So this game's art style is what really gripped me first, like before anything, you know, even negating the fact that it was published by Nintendo, the art style really grabbed me. So I think the art style was pretty good, and I gotta appraise it for that, honestly. It has Nintendo backing it a lot because, you know, it is a Nintendo IP, and, you know, it got its own direct, which explains the basics of everything that's going on in the game. So if you're ever lost or anything, you could easily go back to that direct and it'll explain everything, which is something a lot of games don't actually have. You know, obviously Nintendo IPs such as Super Mario Run or Fire Emblem Fates, mostly Fire Emblem Fates, has something like that where it has constant updates and stuff like that to, you know, keep the game rolling and keep people updated and up to date on stuff that's happening with it. And, you know, hopefully they have something like that with Dragalia Lost to keep people coming in and keep the ball rolling, because I think this game has a lot of potential. Another thing I like is the music. The music is kind of odd. I will admit it's very odd, but it grows on you. Like, I'm telling you, just sit there for a second and listen to some of that music and it will grow on you. Now, this game is actually pretty simple to understand when you first start off. It teaches you very well, I'd like to think. And there's no way for you to get that confused, because as you progress through the game, you'll unlock more things to do. Most things when you start up the game, most things will be locked up. You don't have access to everything. But when you progress and get further into the story, you will start to unlock castle, upgrading adventurers and weapons and stuff like that. And it teaches you as it goes, which is, you know, great because it's not overwhelming you all at once. You know, it looks like it could be overwhelming, but everything's locked up at first. So it's just like, hey, slow your roll, Captain. All right, just summon once, get your team together, and let's go through this game nice and slow. Okay, it teaches you at a great pace, and I actually really like that. And then once you do have access to everything, you do tend to forget about things a lot, I won't lie, but it still does a good job at keeping things at a nice pace for you. So you'll never feel really crazy overwhelmed or anything like that. So always keep that in mind. Now, so far, it does have a pretty clean and simple working co-op mode. It's as simple as literally like, hey, are you having trouble with this mission? Grab some folks and you could do it all together. Hey, want to try this mission out? Start a party. Do it. It works. I've only ever had one problem with it so far in the past 2 days that I've been playing, which is where at the end of the round or the end of the stage, I got trapped in the adding people section and I had to reset the game entirely. Not delete it or anything, but I had to reset the app. So otherwise, it works. It works pretty fast. It's pretty solid. It's pretty stable, and I have no complaints about the co-op so far. Now, this game actually does have a pretty meaty story mode with a lot of colorful characters. Alright, it's got a lot of stuff going on in the story mode. Great background that can be looked at either on Nintendo's page and stuff like that, and then you have the story itself, which when you play, it's actually pretty engaging. You know, this is one of those games that I haven't really skipped any cutscenes so far. And you know, the quests are obviously, they're gonna be similar a lot of the time, where it's the simple, you know, go through this stage, beat all these enemies and beat the boss, or do all this before the time runs out, or defeat this many enemies and stuff like that. But, you know, it does have a lot of different backgrounds, and the way the stage is set up changes every stage, mostly. So, pretty in-depth, I'd have to say. Oh no. No. I forgot my speaker's on. Crap. Let's get through this fast. So, it's got a meaty storyline, and on rare occasion, it does have cutscenes. It has actual cutscenes. Like, the characters are literally in your face, they're moving, and you still tap to get through it, but it does have animated cutscenes sometimes. Not like animated, but you know, the characters 3D models and stuff like that. And I gotta say, I kind of like that. Those are what I look forward to. But they are rare. Like, I'm on chapter 4 right now, and they are scarce. So, they're mostly at the beginning of the game just for show, so far as I know. But they may pop up. I'm not completely finished with the story yet, so we'll have to see what happens there. Even if I don't get what I want out of the summons, it's not that big of a deal, considering I could just build what I have, and it can still be kinda nice. Because with characters, you can do so much. You can build the dragons that they're equipped with. You can put on dragons that have similar traits and similar typings. That gives you a lot of boosts. You have the Worm Prince, which are pictures that gives you upgrades. It's kind of weird. They up your stats a little bit, which is odd, but damn you. Damn you. Anyway, the gist of it is you can build what you have and you can still be good. It's more of a skill-based game than anything, so that's what I like. Now, one thing that scares me is, depending on how well this game does, there could be a huge development in paywalls and whatnot, because you gotta keep in mind this is a gacha game where you have to summon, and companies need money. They need our money specific, which is understandable at some points, but I just hope it doesn't end up like UX, where the paywall is so huge that you suck in comparison to people who pay, and you can't even play the game properly at some points. It's ridiculous. So it's still early in its cycle, but that is, you know, a fear of mine, which I could frankly make a whole video about fears regarding Dragalia laws, but we'll have to see how that goes. So, is that it? That just about does it, really. I wanted to get through this kind of fast because I know how I am, and I ramble a lot, and I don't want to make you guys sit here for damn near half an hour of me talking about my opinion on this damn app. So, anyhow, so that's going to do it for this video. I do want to make more Dragalia Lost related videos because I have been playing it a lot. So I'm probably going to do some updates and reviews and maybe some comparisons to other apps because, I don't know, this game really stands out and I think it has a lot of potential. So anyway, I want to hear what you guys think about this game so far. Are you playing it? Did you decide to skip it? If you are playing it, what do you think? If you are skipping it but you see a lot, what do you think about it? I want to know everything. Let me know. Anyway, I really want to thank you guys for listening to this. This was kind of a ramble, and I just really wanted an excuse to talk about this game a little bit because, I don't know, there was really something about it. But anyway, thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and I do hope to see you guys in the next video. Do me the greatest favor of taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! So cool, baby, scandalous. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So cool, baby, watch it now. It's a